Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Rishikul Online School. Let's continue chapter 7 of Geography, where we are studying about natural vegetation and wildlife. Dear students, this is the third module of this chapter, and in this module we shall study about different type of grasslands and shrubs. So let's begin with the question, what is grassland? Dear students, grasslands are areas where the vegetation is dominated by grasses. Grasslands cover around 40% of the Earth's surface and they exist in both temperate and tropical regions. So let's discuss about tropical grasslands. Dear students, tropical grasslands are found in tropical regions. They are also known as savannas. They are found in a wide band on either side of the equator on the edges of tropical rainforest. The savanna is characterized by very hot temperatures and distinctive wet and dry periods. During the winter, less than 4 inches of rain can fall, but they can receive over 25 inches during the summer months. Dear students, in these grasslands, tall and thick grass along with scattered trees are found, and the animals like zebras, elephants, deer, leopards, giraffes, etc. are the main wildlife of the tropical grasslands. Now we will talk about temperate grasslands. Dear students, temperate grasslands are found in the temperate regions. These grasslands have different names in different regions, like prairie in North America, steppe in Central Asia, pampas in South America, and velds in South Africa. The largest expanse is the Great Plains of North America. Dear students, these are found in all four corners of the world. These grasslands are defined by their semi-arid climates with 10 to 30 inches of precipitation annually, and temperatures range from -40 to over 70. Dear students, these grasslands are also known as the granaries of the world because wheat and maize are grown in large quantities in these grasslands. Short grasses along with the scattered trees are found here, and the animals like bisons, wild buffaloes, antelopes are the common animals of the temperate grasslands. Now we will talk about shrub. Dear student, shrubs are small to medium sized woody plants. They grow up to height of 5 to 6 meters. They are smaller than trees, and these are found in the dry desert like areas. So now we will talk about desert vegetation. Due to the hot dry climate conditions, deserts have very little to no vegetation. The soils in a desert are usually coarse textured, shallow, rocky or sandy with no subsurface water, making it hard for vegetation to grow and survive. Although there is only a limited amount of vegetation, some common plant life found in desert may include cacti, succulents, bushes, and cholla. Dear students, desert vegetation is also known as xerophytes, which means the vegetation that can survive in the environment with little water. And dear students, the wildlife of the desert vegetation includes wild asses, fox, jackals, lizards, snakes, etc. Now we will talk about tundra vegetation. Dear students, this is an ecosystem that is cold and dry in the northern part of the world. Here winters are cold and long. Summers are short and cool. Snow melts in the summer but the ground stays frozen all the year. and here few trees can grow in this climate. Dear students, mosses, small shrubs are found in these regions, and thick cover of snow do not allow the vegetation to grow more. And the animals like snow foxes, musk oxens, seal, polar bears, etc. are found in tundra regions. Now we will talk about human impact on biological environment. Dear students, biological environment includes natural vegetation and wildlife. Human population over the years has grown rapidly. This rapid growth of population has resulted in reduction of the numbers of animals and plants. Dear students, we all know human beings have cleared many forests and grasslands for their own settlements, industries, and agriculture. They have destroyed the natural balance of environment by their interference. Human beings, through their activities such as hunting, poaching, pollution, and deforestation, have disturbed the balance in nature. Its results are now being felt through global warming, climate change, etc. Dear students, that was all about this chapter. Thank you.